Yo, what is up? I was scrolling World of Tanks Reddit and came across this guy who posted this gameplay that he nearly pulled off a 1v7 in his Somua. I had to totally download it and check it out. So shout out to ChefBoyoo. This video is for you. Alright, so I did get in touch with ChefBoyoo and he left me a message. He says he plays this tank with vents, optics and a vertical stabilizer. That's his setup, and he says he uses this tank to train up his 50B crew or something. So he says he does not have any skills on this tank apart from the 100% trained skills. So you are looking at a fairly new crew on a autoloader, the Somua. So if you're interested to know what how the experience is like without an experienced crew, this is exactly what it's going to look like. Now if you are new here, please do consider giving this video a like. If you've been here before, please give this video a like and subscribe, and if you've been here more than twice, consider dropping that notification as a punishment for you. But anyway, we are looking at ChefBoyoo. He's going down this line kind of indecisive, but then as soon as the enemies pop up in the northern part of the map, he immediately turns his tank around and heads back to base. He knows exactly what he's doing. Now I did look him up a little bit. He looks like he has over 1,500 games in his account. I don't know if he is a reroll or if he's a new player, but he does have fairly good stats. He does know what he's doing. Again, we are in the Somua SM, and in the Somua SM today we are going to compare it with one of the latest tanks, the flavor of the week tank, the T77, and that is one of the reasons why I wanted to feature this tank this week, because of that T77. I felt that the Somua SM does give the T77 a real run for the money. Now the Somua SM ChefBoyoo is playing right now. He's got the Queen Maeve livery. This is from the Twitch gaming partnership with World of Tanks, with the boys television program on Amazon Prime. And if you have Amazon Prime and you have a World of Tanks account, you link it together, you can get this camo for free. Now he is unloading on those tanks with 5 clips. I think he missed the first one, hit the dirt. That's what happens when you have 0.38 dispersion, no skills. Can you imagine playing this tank with no skills? You're literally playing with a 0.38 dispersion, which is really difficult. He's doing the best he can. He's got the reload time, 36 seconds reload time, about the same as the T77, but a Somua has a 5-shot autoloader and a T77 only has 3 shells. Now obviously the Somua with 5 shells is definitely going to get a lot more damage. That's because with 300 damage per shot, you can get your damage potential up to about 1500 clip damage versus the T77, which only has 1080 clip potential. That is, you are getting 420 more damage per clip out of your Somua SM if you can clip out your opponents and count every shot, which is why I am showcasing this tank for you today. If you are getting yourself overhyped about the T77, consider the Somua SM. The Somua SM is already in the premium store. You can already get this tank. Like I was saying, 5 clip autoloader with 1500 clip potential, 420 more damage than you can get out of a T77. He's just gonna take one for the team and then finish off the WZ here, but he missed one shot, but he did connect his 2 shots and he bounced that last shot as well. Man, what can I say? The Somua SM is a very competitive tank. If you consider this game, look at how he's going. It is a 1v7 for him as soon as the next guy dies, of course. This is potential for him to carry this game right to the end. 1v7 situation right as of now. He's the last guy on the team and there's 7 left on the enemy team. There is 3 artilleries, there is a T28, a Scorpion G. Man, this game looks like, you know, it could be a real good potential for him. Now, like I said, the Somua SM is a very competitive tank, considering that he does not have a trained crew. He's only got 100% skilled crew, but he doesn't even have the first skill here. He is doing extremely well. Already 2.7k damage out of this game that he got. Now he is just waiting for these guys to come and attack him and try to finish him off. It is a 7v1 situation. There is no excuse for them to lose this game, but the CS does not manage to land his shot or doesn't even pull the trigger. Now, in this situation, I might have reloaded my gun, or I might have tried to escape through the ice road and see if I can look for enemies coming up that way. But just as well, he did not reload his gun because that Scorpion presented himself. 2 shots to finish him off. He took a hit from that Scorpion, but he finishes off that Scorpion and then still has 1 more shell to finish off that Su-130 PM. This is now a 1v4 situation. There is a T28 prototype and 3 artillery pieces. Now, we can judge all we want. I would have run away through the ice road and see if I can, you know, catch someone off guard or spot something. If there was an artillery, maybe I could get around behind him while my gun was reloading. But all this is, of course, in hindsight. We don't know exactly what could happen, what could not happen. So I don't want to be too harsh of a judge on ChefBoyoo here. He is doing the best with what he's got, and if you come to think of it, he managed to reload his gun without anyone rushing him, so it worked out well for him in the end. But like I said, I would expect the enemy team to try and coordinate something. You know, some guys try to approach from the north, while some guys try to approach from the south. Perhaps use the artillery to spot him out and then draw the fire. Maybe sacrifice 1 or 2 artilleries, and then the tank destroyer can take a hit and perhaps finish off the Somua SM. Now, again, I was saying, if you're in the market for an auto loader heavy tank and you were trying to get boxes, try to buy boxes to get the T77, maybe you should rethink your strategy and go for the Somua SM instead. Now, I know for a fact that the Somua SM, in my opinion anyway, is outperforming the T77 any time of the day. I don't think that, as good as the T77 is, you cannot categorize these 2 tanks in the same breath, because the Somua SM has 420 more clip potential per clip for the same amount of reload time, relatively same amount, because, you know, 36 and 38 seconds is about the same reload time. If you were, you know, hung over with the boxes, the Halloween boxes, the Waffenträger boxes to get the T77. Don't fret, you are not missing out too much. I would suggest the Somua SM is definitely a more competitive tank. In fact, if you compare the Somua SM with another auto loader, which is the Lorraine 40T medium version of the French auto loader family, when the Somua SM came out, the Lorraine 40 ton was a very established medium tank. In fact, it was a very competitive auto loading tank, second only to the Progetto, but the Progetto is an auto reloader, so I don't know if you can really put them together in the same category. But after the Somua SM has come out, imagine a Somua SM with a 3, 4, 5 skill crew, man, and it has a little bit of armor. It might not have the mobility of the Lorraine 40 ton, but with the added armor and 5 clip potential, the Lorraine only has 4 clip potential, and it clips out to only 1200 damage per clip. Somua SM has 1500, 300 more damage than a Lorraine 40 ton. Now, our friend ChefBoyoo here, being quite indecisive, he should have, again, this is in hindsight, he should have committed to one of the sides here, try to do something. He does finish him off, the artillery, and finishes off the T28 prototype. Only the other artillery left, which is closing in right now. There shouldn't be any excuse for ChefBoyoo, but again, you've got to remember ChefBoyoo here does not even have 6th sense in his commander. He's got 100% commander, but he doesn't even have 6th sense. So you don't have crew that has gun skills that could aim a little bit quicker, reduce that dispersion on the gun, reduce the aim time. Instead of the what's the aim time on this tank, by the way? 2.3 seconds. If he had better crew, he could have aimed perhaps maybe under 2.1 seconds or something like that. Now, in this situation where he is facing an artillery, he shouldn't be behind this tank. What he should be is really close to that rock next to that wall. It is more difficult for an artillery to shoot if you are close to this wall. I feel that this is a better position than if you were trying to hide behind a wreck of that tank. He managed to land one shot on the artillery. He should be able to get the second shot out on the artillery, but I tell you what, it is just not working out for him. This would have been a collector's item of a game, and I really feel bad for ChefBoyoo here. He should have had this game in the bag. That artillery got really lucky. Maybe it's because of the lack of crew skills in ChefBoyoo's tank, but he got really unlucky there, and that artillery piece got really lucky for landing that last shot. That didn't stop ChefBoyoo from getting a ace tanker over 5.3k damage. Still a very good game for him, considering he does not have even the first skill on his crew. He hit 25 out of 26 shots, absolutely amazing, and penned 24 of those shots. This is an amazing tank. If a T77, if you're thinking about a T77, just delete that idea and go for the Somua SM. Hope you enjoyed this video, hope you enjoyed this replay. Thanks for watching, and thanks for the replay, ChefBoyoo. I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.